Homework corrections, question number 10. Solve this equation giving our answer correct to 3 decimal place. So we have variables here and here inside log. So we'll bring both the log terms to the same side. ln x plus 2, this is question 10, minus ln x is equals to 2. Then we remember the log property, ln a minus ln b equals ln bracket a upon b. So we're going to apply that property so that we get a single log term, and so that we can send ln to the other side. Now when ln goes to the other side, it becomes e in the base and we get e power 2, and we have x plus 2 over x. Now e square is constant, and I think we better use this constant at the very end. For now, let's keep it as e square. So we have x plus 2 is equals to x times e square. Now I'm going to bring both x to the same side, x, and I'm going to simultaneously take x common as well. X is common, 1 minus e square. I've skipped a step here. I hope you can make sense of it. And then 2 goes to the other side, and then we can make x the subject. So minus 2 over 1 minus e square, which is what? And then you have your working in front of you. Can you confirm the answer? Minus 2 over 1 minus e. Oh, what did I do? Minus 2 upon 1 minus.
0.213.
Okay. E square. And yeah, 0.313 after rounding. Yeah.
जी मैम ये.
Okay. And that's the answer at the end of the worksheet as well.
जी मैम ये all.
Okay. ठीक है. बिजली चली गई. I hope मेरा सोलर चलता रहे. Hopefully चलता ही रहेगा. Okay. So फजील, आपको क्वेश्चन 10 या 11 में कोई प्रॉब्लम हुई?
No, miss.
चलो फिर Marine, you'll try question 11 on your own. Okay. Looks similar to me. ठीक है. First you'll have to send this 2 to the power. So x square हो जाएगा इधर, and then you'll take both the log terms to the same side, and then you'll apply the log property ln a minus ln b. Okay, so we will be doing question 15 onwards today, and कल हम linear log के सारे questions इकट्ठे कर लेंगे. So I'm skipping a few questions of the worksheet in between, and we'll start with question 15. Before we start question 15, let's go over a few things. Okay. We'll practice questions before we can do question 15. Okay, so pre-requirements of question 15. Okay, so log base 5 of x whole square plus log base 5 of x square minus 10 is equals to 0. How do you think we'll solve this equation? G, how do we solve this equation? Can you identify a hidden quadratic equation?
Miss log 5x square हो जाएगा जो ब्रैकेट के ऊपर x square है.
हाँ. और ये क्या हो जाएगा दूसरा वाला? log 5x square. ये क्या हो जाएगा?
It's 2 log 5x हो जाएगा.
Yes, this would be 2x. Okay, we can say let log 5x equals y. So then we have y square, either the whole square hai, plus this can be written as the 2 can come down, and we have 2 times log 5x. So that is 2y. Minus 10 is equals to 0. Solve this. I'm going to directly use my calculator, although you have to be very careful if you're doing that. So I'm अच्छा नहीं यहाँ तो decimal values आ रही हैं, so I'll have to show quadratic formula. Y equals minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay, so we get y equals 2.3166 and y equals minus 4.3166. Okay, now we're going to replace y with log base 5x. 2.3166. And how does log base 5 goes to the other side?
5 log raised to power 2.
नहीं नहीं, log 5 जब दूसरी साइड पे जाता है तो इट्स नॉट log, log तो खत्म हो जाता है। ये थोड़ी होता है कि स्क्वायर अगर हम दूसरी साइड पे लेके जाएं बिकम स्क्वायर, स्क्वायर दूसरी साइड पे जाके स्क्वायर रूट होता है। Like if you have x square equals 7, when square is sent to the other side, it actually becomes square root of 7. Inverse हो जाता है function. So when log 5 goes to the other side, you guys don't remember this from the first few lessons on log. कैसे जाता था log 5 to the other side? खाली 5 retain रहता है, log खत्म हो जाता है, 5 in the base and 2.3166 in the power. Yeah, that would be one of the answers. And for the other one, we have log 5x equals minus 4.3166. Okay, and then again, log 5 goes to the other side, it becomes 5 power minus 4.3166. So x equals, let's see, 5 power 2.3166 is 41.6. How many decimal? Let's write it till one decimal place, 41.6. And for the other one, it's 5 power negative 4.3166, 9.61. Since it's log, confirm that we're not getting a negative input in log. We're not. यहाँ है log base 5x. So both the x are positive. So both values are allowed. So both of these should be our final answer. I think ये मैंने कुछ गलत आंसर लिखा. It's into 10 power minus 4 as well. Yeah. This is times 10 power minus 4. Still a positive value. So both values are acceptable. अगर एक negative आती तो फिर उसको हम नहीं accept करते because log cannot have a negative input. This log base 5 of x, this x can't be a negative value. So since both x are positive, we will accept both as our final answer. Okay, what else needs to be discussed? Actually, so if we write let y equals 3x, then what would be y square?
Three to the power x whole square.
Okay, 3 to the power x whole square. And how can you simplify this?
3 to the power 2x.
3 to the power 2x, which means if you have an equation like this, like 5 times 3 power 2x minus 2 times 3 power x plus 1 is equals to 0. This is a hidden quadratic equation. You have 5y square minus 2y plus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, that was the purpose of this whole exercise, that you can identify y and y square in a hidden quadratic equation. How else can I write 3 power 2x?
9 power x.
Yes, 9 power x. So even in an equation, if you see 9 power x minus 3 power x plus 1 is equals to 0, then that is also y square minus y plus 1 is equals to 0. Okay? Keep an eye for that. In 9 power x भी हो सकता है और 3 power 2x भी हो सकता है. 3 power 2x is a little more obvious than 9 power x, but किसी तरह भी equation आ सकती है. अच्छा जी, what about if same, let y equals 3x, but the question has 3x plus 1. How do we write this in terms of y? For example, you have 3x,
3y.
3y whole square plus, let's say, 3x plus 1 minus 2 is equals to 0. So ये तो हो गया y square, but this is not y. This has to be further broken down. Y is 3 power x. So if you remember the property am times an is equals to am plus n. So you can also go backwards. So if it's 3 power x plus 1, that is actually 3 power x times 3 power 1. So that is 3 times 3x. So this is actually 3y. All right. So that means you'll write y square plus 3y minus 2 is equals to 0. Okay. What about 3 power x plus 2? What is this equals to?
9y.
9y, yes, because this can be broken into, split into 3x times 3 square from the same property. जो अभी हमने ऊपर discuss किया is equals to 9 times 3 power x, which is 9y. Okay. What about 3 power 2x plus 1? What is this equals to? Still y is equals to 3x. First split the power 3 power 2x times 3 power. ठीक है, क्योंकि जब यहाँ से यहाँ जाते हैं bases same होती हैं तो powers ऐड जाती हैं. So we're going to use that property in reverse. And then this is 3 times 3 power 2x. And what was 3 power 2x? That was y square. So that's going to be 3y square. Similarly, this is already discussed, but let's just discuss it again. If log base 5 of x is y, then log base 5x whole square will be something else, and log base 5 x square will be something else. The first one would be y whole square. So that is just y square. In the second one, the square is only on x, not on the complete expression log 5x. So here you first use the property of log 2 times log 5x, and then that is 2y. I think we've discussed all that needed to be discussed before we start question 15. Okay. Question 15. Okay. Solve the following equations. Let's start with the first one. 9 power y plus 5 times 3 power y minus 10 equals 0. So we'll start with let let 3 power y equals x. Then 9 power y would be x square, like we just discussed. X square plus 5 times bracket x minus 10 equals 0. So we have x square plus 5x minus 50 equals 0. Can this be factorized? 1, 5 minus 50. Yes, it can be. X equals 5 and x equals minus 10. You can't directly jump from here to here. There's a missing step that has marks in the marking scheme. I'm going to write that now. X minus 5 bracket x plus 10 bracket equals 0. Okay. So x has to be replaced with 3 power y. So 3 power y equals 5 and 3 power y equals minus 10. Okay. Then how does 3 go to the other side?
मैम ये नेचुरल लॉग ले सकते हैं y की पावर नीचे आ जाएगी.
हाँ, वो भी कर सकते हैं. Yes, you can take natural log on both sides. So एक उससे कर लेते हैं. So if you take natural log on both sides, ln 3 power y equals ln 5. Y comes down, ln 3 is equals to ln 5, and then y equals ln 3 divided by ln 5 divided by 3. So ln 5 divided by ln 3, 1.46, 1.46497. Long answer first and then 3 significant figure, 1.46. Okay. Now we're going to do the second part directly. We won't be taking log on both sides. We'll directly be sending 3 in the base to the other side. So back to you, Adan. How does 3 go to the other side directly?
log base minus 10 ब्रैकेट में और रेज टू पावर 3.
नहीं 3 जब उधर जाता है तो वो बेस में चला जाता है log की. So y equals log base 3 and minus 10, which is not possible क्योंकि log की input negative हो ही नहीं सकती. So no solution. This is question 1. So the only answer is 1.46. Part 2. I need to clear this. I hope everybody copied. Part 2. Which is log base 3 2x plus 1 plus log base 3 3x minus, sorry, is equals to 2 plus log base 3 3x minus 11. Okay, so this can be done directly by using property of log. There's no hidden quadratic equation here. So I'm going to bring the log terms with the variables to the same side. So log base 3 2x plus 1 minus log base 3 3x minus 11 equals to 2. I'm going to combine these using property of log. Log A minus log B is log A upon B. I'm going to use log base 3 2x plus 1 upon 3x minus 11 equals to 2. Now we have to send log base 3 to the other side. Marine, do you remember how does log base 3 go to the other side?
3 square.
Very good. 3 square and then 2x plus 1 and 3x minus 11. 2x plus 1 upon 3x minus 11 equals 9. And quickly solve this and tell me what is the value of it. Cross multiply, rearrange, divide.
Four आ रहा है मैम.
सही आ रहा है. X equals 4. I hope everybody got that. Let's do part 3 now. Okay. For part 3, we have 1 equals, going to send the log terms to the same side, log 3x plus 2 minus log 8 minus x. Going to use the property of log here, which is log a minus log b equals log a divided by log b. Sorry, log a by b. So log 3x plus 2 over 8 minus x. Okay. Now, how will this log go to the other side? Fazil.
It's 10 power 1.
Good. Since there's a base hidden over here, the default base is 10. So when log base 10 goes to the other side, it just becomes 10 in the base and power 1. So which is just 10. So अब इसको solve करो जल्दी से.
Ma'am, is the answer 6?
Yes, it is. Question 4. I hope you can now all tell that that's hidden quadratic equation in part 4. Log base 3 of y cube plus log 3y square equals 8. Okay. Let x equals log base 3 of y. So we get, that's a square, not a cube. So we get x square plus, how do I write this in terms of x?
2x.
Yes, 2x. Because the 2 can come down. This 2 can be brought over here. So that's just 2x. Plus 2x minus 8 is equals to 0. Solving this in my calculator. So getting x equals to 2 and x equals minus 4. Now I'm going to take it one step backwards. Okay. So I've solved the quadratic equation. Now I'm going to replace x with log base 3 of y equals to 2 and log base 3 of y equals minus 4. Log 3 needs to go to the other side. Then how does log 3 go to the other side?
2q.
9. ये जो बेस है ना, ये बेस में ही रहते हैं उधर जाके भी. So 3 नीचे आएगा और 2 पावर में आएगा. Okay. So y equals 3 square and here y equals 3 power minus 4. both of these are positive values, so you're not going to discard any solution. Probably 3 square is 9 and 3 power minus 4 क्या होता है? 3 power minus 4 is 1 by 81. अच्छा, ठीक है. So both of these are correct solutions. Okay, question 5. Okay, so let 5 power x equals y. So then how do we write 5x plus 1 in terms of y? And how do we write 5 power minus x in terms of y? We discussed that a while back. A while क्या 10-15 minute पहले. What is 5 power x plus 1?
5y.
Yes. If you've forgotten, it can be written like 5 power x times 5 power 1, which is 5 times 5x, which is 5y. And what about 5 power minus x?
1 over y.
1 by y. 1 over. Okay. So the equation becomes 5x plus 1 is 5y equals 8 plus 4 upon y. Okay, now this would become a quadratic equation once we simplify it. So we have 5y square, I'm skipping a step, minus 8y minus 4 is equals to 0. 5y square minus 8y minus 4 is equals to 0. Yes, you're supposed to take LCM first and then cross multiply. I'm going to directly solve this in my calculator. 5 minus 8 minus 4. I'm getting x equals to 2 and x equals minus 2 by 5. I'm going to take that one step back. ये करना बहुत जरूरी होता है if you're directly using calculator. So x minus 2 in one bracket, and now for the second bracket, first 5 goes to the other side, it becomes 5x, and then minus 2 goes to the other side, becomes plus 2 equals 0. Okay, इस step का 1 mark होता है, और अगर आप ये step नहीं करते तो फिर ये mark भी नहीं मिलता, because this is M1 method mark and this is A1 accuracy mark, and you can never get this mark if you don't get this mark. So try not to rely on a calculator while factorizing. लेकिन अगर इस तरह कर भी रहे हो तो you have to show this. Otherwise you lose 2 marks, not just 1 mark. Okay. So now x has to be replaced with 5 power x. So 5 power x equals to 2 and 5 power x equals minus 2 by 5. So Marine, how does this 5 go to the other side now? Without taking log on both sides, natural log or log on both sides. That is also, of course, an option. But how do we do this step?
We take 5 to the base of log and in brackets we'll write 2.
Yes. So when just 5 goes to the other side, it becomes log base 5 of 2. Good. And the other one becomes log base 5 of minus 2 by 5, which is not possible because you cannot take log of a negative value. That is math error, that has no solution. X is equals to, what is this? Log base 5 of 2 is 0.430676. rounded off to 3 significant figure 0.431 and here you write no solution. अगर math error लिख दिया ना तो marks ही मिलेंगे. That is not the correct terminology. Terminology is that the solution does not exist. Math error तो आपका calculator कहता है, but that is not the correct mathematical term. Let me get the answer 0.431. So the answer. Okay. Moving on to question 6. Part 6. Okay, which is log base 7, 17y plus 15 in brackets. I'm going to bring the other log base 7 terms to the same side with a negative sign equals to 2. I'm going to merge these two log terms into a single log term using log property. Log a minus log b is log a divided by b. So the first one goes in the numerator, the second one goes in the denominator, equals to, and then how does log base 7 go to the other side?
Ma'am, ये 2 7 power 2.
7 power 2, good job. So 17y plus 15 upon 2y minus 3 is equals to 7 square, which is 49. Now solve this for me. Y will be equals to what? इधर क्या कर रहे हो?
मैम सॉरी वो थोड़ा सा कंप्यूटर से दूर था. मैम सॉल्व कर लूं आगे?
नहीं ठीक है. आप अभी कौन से क्वेश्चन पे?
9.
वर्कशीट. अच्छा इस पार्ट का. ओके. क्वेश्चन 15 पार्ट. ओके. यस आंसर नहीं आया इसका.
5.182.
I have an integer answer with me. Let me double check. 6 का आंसर नहीं, ये तो नहीं. Yes, any other answer? It's an integer answer. अगर मैंने अपने पास सही लिखा हुआ. Let's also check the end of the worksheet. अदन फजील आंसर नहीं आया अभी तक. चलो let's do it then.
बस 2 आ रहा है.
हाँ it's 2. मेरी डबल चेक कुछ गलत हुआ है.
जी मैम अब सही हो गया.
Okay, y is equals to 2. Okay. Adan, you have the answer?
जी मैम आ गया.
Okay. Let's do the next one. Seven. Okay. So that is Again, I'm going to bring the log terms to the same side. So log, okay, let's assume that you don't have a calculator here. Minus log x plus 3, and you don't have a calculator here. ठीक है, ऐसे questions आते हैं without using a calculator, right? Without calculator. So अब calculator में 2 log 5 तो हम find नहीं कर सकेंगे. So I'm going to keep that to the same side as well. So वैसे मैंने आपको पहले कहा हुआ था कि constants को एक side पे कर दो. So इसको 2 की side पे हम भेज सकते थे और फिर 2 minus 2 log 5 हम calculator से find कर सकते थे. But let's assume you're not allowed a calculator in this question. So we're going to keep the third log term to the left hand side, although it does not have a variable in it. So plus 2 log 5 also stays here because we're going to use property of log here. Okay, now this can be replaced with a log 5 square, which is 25. Okay, now I'm going to use property of log. If you remember, we have log a minus log b, which gives log a by b, and we have log a plus log b, which gives log bracket AB. Now, what if we have plus and minus together in the same expression? तो जो subtract हो रही होती है term वो divide हो जाती है और जो add हो रही होती है वो multiply हो जाती है. For example, if you have log A, positive sign with that, minus log B, and then plus log C, or minus log B भी कर देते. So that would be log AC. The positive terms go in the numerator and the negative terms go in the denominator times BD. Okay, so this would be simplified to log positive terms in the numerator. So we have 25 times 7x minus 3 divided by x plus 3 equals to 2. Now send log to the other side. It's base 10 here. So when log base 10 goes to the other side, it becomes 10 square, which is 100. And 25 and 100 can be cancelled out and we get 4 on the right hand side. So we have 7x minus 3 upon x plus 3 equals 4. Give me the answer.
Five आ रहा है मैम.
So yeah, 5 is the answer. Okay. I'm going to send you guys a new link before we continue. Question number 8, part 8. Okay, so log 5 terms to the same side, they're already in the same side. So we're going to use the log property. They're being subtracted. So we divide them by taking log common. Question 8. So log base 5, 8y minus 6 divided by y minus 5 equals log base 4, 16. Okay. If you're asked not to use a calculator in this question, and it's probably a non-calculator question as well. So how do you show that you haven't used a calculator to solve this? और इसका आंसर 2 है। 4 की कौन सी पावर आपको आंसर 16 देगी? The answer is 2. However, you have to show that calculator was not used because some of the students will use a calculator.
log base 4 of 4 square.
हाँ, exactly. Log base 4, 4 square, and then you're going to use the property 2 log 4, 4. And if you remember, we've done this, that log base A and A here gives 1. Similarly, L and E gives 1. So this becomes 1. So we just have 2 at the right hand side. And we have log base 5, 8y minus 6 over y minus 5. Now log base 5 goes to the other side and it becomes 5 square. 8y minus 6 over y minus 5, which is 25. Please solve this and give me the value of y.
Seven.
7 is correct. Part 9. Okay, this is a calculator question. Okay. How do we find the value of x? If you try to take 5 to the other side directly, you'll get stuck. Even if you write 2 power x minus 1 is equals to log base 5 and then 2 times 3 power x, that's a dead end. So not
मैम
recommended.
इसको सेपरेट भी तो कर सकते हैं, ये log 2 power 3x,
हाँ,
2
कर
times
सकते हैं,
3x
कर
को तो
सकते हैं,
फिर उसके
बिल्कुल
बाद
सही
सॉल्व
है,
हो जाता है।
बिल्कुल सही है, नॉट अ डेड एंड, माय बैड, बिल्कुल भी नहीं है डेड एंड। ये बन गया log base 5 AB inside. And what's the rule for log base 5 times AB?
Log A plus log B.
हाँ, log
a
A
plus b।
plus log B, बिल्कुल सही। So यहाँ से कंटिन्यू करते हैं, और दूसरा जो मेरे जहन में आ रहा था टू टेक लॉग ऑन बोथ साइड्स, बट जरूरी नहीं है, बिल्कुल भी जरूरी नहीं है। ओके, you can take natural log on both sides as well. So 2x power, 2x minus 1 is equals to log base 5 times 2 plus log base 5 times 3x, and you can bring that x down. So we have 2x minus 1 is equals to log 5 2 plus x log 5 3. अब हमने x की वैल्यू फाइंड करनी है. So bring both the x terms to the same side and bring the constants to the same side. So 2x minus x log base 5 of 3 is equals to log base 5 of 2 plus 1. Okay, so x common, 2 minus log base 5 3 equals log base 5 of 2 plus 1. And now we're going to take the bracket term to the right hand side. X is equals to log base 5 2 plus 1 upon 2 minus log base 5 of 3. Enter this in your calculator and give me the answer. I'm getting 1.08599, which I'll round to 3 significant figure 1.09. I hope all of you got the same answer.
जी
Let's do it with taking log on both sides as well. So quickly, log on both sides. So we have ln, ln, I need to use a darker marker. So ln 5 2x minus 1 is equals to ln 2 times 3x. So 2x minus 1 comes down because it's in the power, bracket around it because it's an expression, not a single term. ln 5, because ln 5 is being multiplied with 2x and minus 1 as well. So make sure to place brackets around that, is equals to log property ln 2 plus ln 3x. Now expand. So you have 2 times ln 5x minus ln 5 equals ln 2 plus x ln 3. Now take the x terms to the same side. Take x common, then 2 ln 5 minus ln 3. And take the constants to the other side, ln 2 plus ln 5. Now you'll divide this bracket here and you'll get the same answer. Okay. Moving on to question 16. Question 16 first. Log base px equals 6, log by equals 4. Find the value of log px square divided by y. So, क्या करेंगे? How do we do this?
हम log बेस्ड पी एक्स को टाइम्स 2 कर देंगे ताकि फिर ये 2 पे जाके एक्स स्क्वायर हो जाए, फिर प्लस कर देंगे log y से, तो फिर इससे वैल्यू आ जाएगी इसकी 6 स्क्वायर ऑफ 4 log p। आई मीन माइनस कर देंगे log y को इससे।
हाँ, एक सेकेंड Okay. Gee, sorry about that. So yes, I think Heather is right. जितना मैंने सुना, you break this into log base p x square minus log p y using property of log. Log a by b is equals to log a minus log b. ये property use किया. Next we'll bring the power down. So it's 2 log px minus log py, and now we'll just substitute the values. 2 times 6 minus 4. So the answer is 8. 8 would be the answer. Yes, that is. Okay, that was question 16. Question 17 करते हैं. Find the value of 2 power z for, ये क्या question है? 2 power z means 2 power 5 plus log base 2 times 3. अच्छा ये ना add math का question है. But I'll go ahead and do it with you. But this is add math for sure. क्योंकि इसमें एक property है जो add math में है but AS में नहीं है. But I'll go over it. We'll first use this property AM times AN equals to AM plus N, but we'll use it in reverse. उल्टा चलेंगे. So we have 2 power 5 times 2 power log base 2 3. Okay, that's the first step. Okay. Next, we know what is 2 power 5. 2 power 5 is 32. फिर add math में एक property होती है which is base a हो और power में log a of x हो. तो ये क्योंकि दोनों inverse functions होते हैं, जैसे हमने IGCSE में पढ़ा हुआ है, अगर आपने किया हुआ है f inverse of x, ये inverse function cancel हो जाते हैं और answer x आ जाता है. So similarly, this would just be equals to x. ये कट जाता है और power जो है वो नीचे आ जाती है x. So similarly, this 2 and log 2 gets cancelled and you get a 3 over here. So the answer is 96. Right. Again, this is hard math. Now that's all right. Okay. Question 18 is question from AS. Use substitution. U is equals to 3x to solve this equation. So this would become 3 times 3 power x times 3. So that is 3u. Okay. What about 3 power 2 minus x? ये किसके equal होगा?
Three square over 3 power x.
3 square over 3 power x, that is correct. This becomes 3x square minus times 3 power minus x. So it is 9 upon 3 minus x, which is, sorry, 9 upon 3 power x. ये plus हो गया. So that is 9 upon u. Okay. So now we're going to write 3u plus 9 upon u equals 28. That gets a quadratic equation, 3u square plus minus 28u. I've skipped a step. Plus 9 equals to 0. Can we factorize this? 3 minus 28 and 9. Yes, we can. U equals 9. And U equals 1 by 3. One step backwards, U minus 9. 3U minus 1 equals to 0. Replace U with 3 power x. 3 power x is equals to 1 over 3. इसके लिए आपको कैलकुलेटर की नहीं जरूरत. इधर x की पावर क्या होगी? For the first one, x will be 2. And for the second one, x will be minus 1. 3 power minus 1 is 1 by 3. All right. So that's all for today. This homework you're going to do question number 19. And tomorrow we'll inshallah finish this topic. Linear log reh gaya, wo discuss karke we'll be done with log. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Question 19 is your homework. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Ma'am.
Last.
Allah Hafiz.